I have a patchy beard. I'm done with lying to myself and everyone else. It's time to get real medical help. But healthcare is expensive, and Amazon has next day delivery, so, you know. These are derma rollers, also called microneedle rollers. The idea is you roll them on your skin, and the tiny needles stab 1,000,000 times in a small area to stimulate collagen production, which, according to various studies and healthcare brands, can maybe help with things like reducing the visibility of acne scarring and wrinkles. Naturally, tons of legitimate sounding businesses have popped up online with branding that usually involves Vikings and manly silhouettes, and they've taken this seemingly unproven hypothesis and not only based a business around it, but have taken it one step further to claim that using this on your face will make new hair grow where it never has before by filling in bald spots and waking dormant hair follicles. Now, this is just my personal belief, but I think these companies are lying, and they're just claiming these things hoping that people either won't consistently use the product and so, whoops, it's the user's fault, or that they do keep using it and manage to convince themselves that it's working, then go to the Amazon page and leave a 5-star rating because it feels good in the hand. So to really put this product to the test, I'm going to become my own before and after photo by using the product every single day on half of my face. Thing is, while the middle part of my face has pretty dense hair growth, the rest just really never caught up. The one nice thing that I will say about my facial hair is that it's always been more or less symmetrical, so I guess let's ruin that. My first hurdle was not knowing how hard to press with the roller. Because there are so many of these spikes so close to each other, it's not like they're actually penetrating all the way as it rolls. It feels more like it's dragging a sharp fork across your face. Now you might be thinking, but Conor, it sounds like that might hurt. Does it? Yes. But I pushed through the pain and remembered to disinfect it after every single use. The kits you get on Amazon all seem to come with beard oils to help the skin recover, so I made sure to use it every single day too. But again, only on one half of my face. The right side of my face is dead to me this month, and the hair can just remain dry and textureless. At this point I realised that the hair that I did have was making it harder to use the roller effectively. That's the reason I chose to shave my face for the first time in over a decade, and not because I wanted to dress as Bob Belcher for Halloween. And honestly, with the way I'm pouting in this mirror, I felt less like Bob and more like Archer in that crossover episode. Either way, shaving made the derma roller hurt 10 times more. And after only 3 or 4 days, I started to notice that the skin I was using it on was going all dry and flaky. This gave me early hope that something was happening to the skin, but it had cleared up by the following day. So I decided to Google if that was a regular symptom. So I'm about a week into this project, been using the derma roller consistently every single day, and I've only just thought of Googling how to use it. So the first handy thing to have known is that you're apparently supposed to wash your skin before using it. Makes sense, because if you've got germs on your skin, you don't want to be stabbing that into your blood. Not too surprised by that bit. Was surprised by this bit. So apparently you're not supposed to use it every day, depending on your roller size, up to 3 times a week. And that apparently using it every single day can increase scarring and inhibit progress. I probably should have Googled that first, huh? Undeterred by warnings, from then on I started to wash half of my face before each session. And I discovered something else from my Googling too.
So apparently you only need to apply enough pressure to keep it on your skin. You don't need to push.
At around a third of the way through the month, I did an initial check-in. It looked exactly the same. I'm sure there'll be something at the next check-in. Keeping strong, I continued on using it, being sure to get my mustache and even the other parts of that half of my face that had acne scarring. I even kept it up when I went to visit my family in Ireland, and when I came home and immediately started feeling sick. And the following day when I thought I had rebounded, only to go back to feeling like crap the following day. I was even too lazy to properly wash my face, so I just used the hand sanitizer on it instead. It did the job. 2/3 in and it was time for another check-in.
I don't know about you, but I'm seeing no difference whatsoever.
Stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion after the next 10 days, which all kind of blended into one vague, bored, and for some reason increasingly topless medley. So did it work? Am I going to be walking lopsided now from the weight of half a beard on my face? No. I was lying at the start of the video. I'm recording this all at the end, and I don't care that you saw my face because, spoilers, it didn't do anything. Actually, if anything, the side of my face I was using it on feels patchier than before. I'll put up some before and after pictures of each side so you guys can be the judge. But yeah, as far as I can tell, it did nothing but maybe make things worse. It definitely didn't awaken any brand new hair follicles, unless my face is so filled with collagen that it just pushed all the little baby hairs out. Maybe that's what happened. Or there's also the possibility that these companies are knowingly using misleading marketing by lying to your face. Now, I know this wasn't the most scientific experiment, and maybe it is unreasonable to expect a piece of plastic to be able to overcome my genetics, but I feel like the steps I took and the expectations I had coming into it were pretty representative of someone who might be looking at this product and get suckered in by the marketing. I've actually had this product for a couple of years because back then when I saw this stuff, it seemed like the perfect product for me. I saw all these manly brands with their Viking imagery talking about how you can get a big full beard by just using this thing and their magic hair growth serum. And it just appeals to vulnerable young men who are worried that they're not manly enough. Or just anyone with acne scarring who thinks that they need to change themselves and the way to do it is through pieces of plastic on Amazon. Even then, I knew it sounded like pseudoscience to me that this product would work, but the mere possibility that it would help with my acne scarring was enough to make me go for it anyway. I had actually forgotten how bad my acne scarring was until I saw a picture recently of me when I was a teenager. And all I could say to that kid is, it gets better. Stop worrying about your acne. Grow a beard. It helps. But even at the time when I first bought this thing, I found it so hard to consistently use it because I just wasn't seeing any change when I was. And between you and me, I find it hard enough to convince myself to brush my teeth twice a day. Sometimes once a day. Let alone dragging all these little daggers across my face. It's a hard sell. So if nothing else, I've at least answered a question I had from a few years ago of does it even work? And in my case, it didn't. So I guess this can go back in my closet for another 2 years until I make the next video about it. Actually, maybe that's something I'll do. Maybe I'll continue consistently using this every 2 or 3 days, actually following the suggestions. And maybe by then it will actually have thickened out one side of my face and I'll have to shave really consistently because that looks weird. And then maybe I'll make a follow-up video explaining that. So if that's of interest to you, something you might want to see, maybe subscribe or just leave a like on the video to tell me you liked it. And while we're at it, maybe leave a comment. Tell me about your experience with these things. Have you ever seen them on Amazon or anywhere else online? Have you been suckered in by the marketing material? Or better yet, has it actually worked for you? Because like I said, I didn't test this thing too rigorously. And it might just be that it didn't work in my case, but maybe it would be a lot of benefit for someone else who uses it better. So I'd actually be really happy to find out that someone's gotten benefit from these. But I'd also be morbidly fascinated if other people have been burnt by it too. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. That. Come on, Papa needs his beard. Come on, you dormant hair follicles. Now's your time to shine.